Good morning and welcome to the morning wood. I am so glad you could jump upon my wood. I really, really am. It's going to be a hard, pounding, throbbing, pulsating, ejaculating show today. All right, enough dick jokes. Hope everybody's doing well. Talk about who's going to be here tomorrow. Tomorrow we got ad friendly as fuck Marshall Manson and Luna. Wednesday, we've got Modern Medusa. Ad friendly as fuck is also going to be here that day too. And we got Frank from the Geek Room. And the 11th, I have no fucking clue who's going to be here. So we'll just figure it out. Make sure you tune in for those shows. Also, as always, you can ask questions at the end of the show. We will answer them if we don't find them 100% autistic. And if you tip through the show, please do, because pimp's a broke fat fuck. I will read your messages along with your tips at the end of the show. And I will thank you and probably give you oral pleasure if you do that. Let's set a stream go today at $50 if we make it. What's his name over here? Skeptalk Live will show you his titties. So, yeah.
That is correct.
We can do that, actually. See,
man, yeah, it's the only one we can get away with.
Anyway, yeah, exactly. I don't know why men.
What happened to hashtag free the nipple?
I know it. Right?
Let's make it happen.
Stupid. But anyways, today we're joined by the. She hasn't been here in a while, but she's been here before. The beautiful, lovely Soda. How you doing?
What's up? I'm good. How are you?
So pretty, so pretty. Also joined by another pretty. Miss Anna came up. How you doing, Anna?
Oh, not bad. Not bad.
I thought she died for a second.
Fucking dogs.
Okay. And we're also joined by Skeptalk Live, also known as Drew. How you doing, buddy?
It's a fantastic morning. How are you doing, Pimp?
He's got such a good voice. It's hey, 9 a.m. and the weather is sun, blah, 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 blah. I got that.
You got a radio voice.
Yeah, that's what it's called.
Southern retard drawl over here. Hey, everybody, how you doing?
How you doing?
I've got the voice and face for radio.
But in my defense, the Southern accent all over the world has been voted the sexiest accent, and that is fact. So, blah. But no, that was just in UK. The UK did have a big thing, and a poll, and they voted for the Southern accent.
It was Southern accent?
Yeah, the deep South. Also, the deep South accent. So, not just
I think in the United States, it's the Irish accent.
I like a lot of accents.
For Europe, it was.
I think most accents are awesome. I think most accents are awesome, and I like I like the fact that America has a lot of different dialects, and like Boston, the Boston accent. I like
Boston.
The Boston accent.
I park the car.
Can't park your car at Harvard Yard because there's no fucking parking at Harvard Yard. You cunt.
I guess the worst one, in my opinion, though, and I always get shit for this, is like the Minnesota accent. Minnesota. Yeah. But like my brother and sister, stepbrother and sister, they're from California. They don't really have accents. It's all like really just nice.
They sound a little bit like I do. Just clearly speak the English language.
And that's fucking stupid.
You want them to have accents?
Yeah, I want everybody to have some kind of accent. Everybody should fucking talk funny.
I can give you the nerdy reason why people in California speak the way they do. I've actually done the research into it. So originally when the English language in the U.S. was being transmitted amongst all of the settlers all over, as it moved farther and further west, it would move less in physical, like conversation, word to word. It would move in written language. So therefore, the people on the West Coast were reading new words as opposed to having them told to them, where they would pick up something from an accent. So, yeah.
So it became more about pronunciation than just how it sounded.
Yeah.
Right.
That is actually interesting.
And then Hollywood formed, which then starts to make people want to do enunciation when they're acting, right? So therefore, that was just more entrenched in the West Coast language. And if you talk to people on the phone in the South, people from the West Coast speak too fast is the biggest complaint that they get.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, down here they say we talk too slow, and we do have a slow drawl.
My mom had that when she moved from Chicago down south.
Chicago has the Illinois accent, you know, that and that kind of. It's also got a twist of Wisconsin to it. And
but they talk fast because it's that city speak. So when she moved down south into like Tennessee and West Virginia, they were like, "Can you slow down? We can't understand you."
Yeah. Well, I hate when people look at me and say, "I don't understand nothing you said." Well, listen, motherfucker. It makes me mad. Punching. Fucking Bunty King did that. What did you say? Oh, your goddamn Arabian ears, motherfucker.
He's so Canadian how he talks.
Yeah, honestly. A goddamn Canadian's gonna talk about the way I talk. A boot. They're gonna talk a boot.
A boot.
Yeah. I'm not. Don't call me guy, buddy. Anyways,
I'm not your buddy guy.
I'm not your buddy guy. But Bunty's awesome, by the way. I was just fun. I like Bunty a lot. He's a really nice guy. He was super sweet to me, and he signed my flag because I did this flag deal to get to VidCon. Did not know I was going to make as much money as I did on the flag. I made over $5,000 on a $12 flag. So,
whoa.
Yeah, I mean, I did quite well on the fucking thing. I had no idea it was going to go that way. But these two guys got in like a bid war for it, right? And what it wasn't like bidding auction wise. They were out tipping each other, basically. That's what it was. The highest tip ended up getting I ended up making like $5,000.
That's crazy.
A little closer to $6,000 actually. And at the time I got to take care of some things that, like, you know, my birthday's in November, right? And I've always wanted to go to Green Bay, to Lambeau Field, which is the football Green Bay Packers, and actually watch the Green Bay Packers play because I'm such a huge fan. And now I bought a ticket. I'm getting to do that next month. So
you're gonna go to Green Bay, Wisconsin in November.
Yes, you have. If you're a fan, you have to go and freeze your nuts off at least once. That is that's what I want. That was my bucket list, was to go in like possibly one of the coldest times, wrapped up in a Green Bay jacket and just enjoy the fuck. Because Lambeau is the most historical football field in football. It really is. Lambeau Field is the most, and it's just, you know, it's called the Frozen.
It's like one of the oldest ones, right?
Yeah, it's called the Frozen Tundra. You know, it's just so fucking legendary. And a lot of people ask,
did they put a roof on that thing finally?
No. It's outside, and there's no dome. A lot of people ask, how did a Mississippi boy become a fan of Green Bay Packers? Well, when I was little, my biological father lived in Green Bay, so I kind of cheered for him then. And then I don't give a fuck about him. But as I got older, I still just naturally cheered for the Packers and became a real fan. And that became one of my bucket list items. And I'm getting to do it. Last year, I got to do one of my bucket list items. I've always wanted to go to Alcatraz, and last year I got to go to Alcatraz.
Oh, cool.
That was very cool.
You're gonna end up there one day?
I hope not.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
But it's very cool. And also, see, my theory forever was that, because everybody knows about Alcatraz, right? The guys who escaped from the Alcatraz prison, people, you know, the argument is, you know, did they live or die? Well, I always wanted to say they live. I always said they live. But after getting on that ocean and seeing the waves and feeling the temperature and knowing that, you know, I know people have swimmed it since, but they had people following them. They had wetsuits. They had, you know, it was just such, right. I don't think they made
these were like divers too. These were people who like swam. Like that was their thing.
That was their thing. And seeing that.
Do what? But they weren't in a raft made. They weren't in a raft made of raincoats.
Exactly. Exactly. So after seeing that and being in that experience, I'm like, fuck, they didn't make it. That's what I mean. Really, I was like, damn, because that just ruined like a fantasy in my head forever. I don't think they made it.
I don't see why it'll just send like one of them submarines down to the bottom of the bay there and just like do some that.
Imagine if they did it, found a lot of
bodies. Probably.
But see, here's
especially
another thing.
Like when the mob used to dump bodies in places.
Here's another thing. They used to make the prisoners constantly take warm showers so their body would not adapt to the cold of the water in the ocean. See, I didn't know that either until I took the tour of the prison. They would make the prisoners take hot showers all the time. So, and one of the coolest things I learned was on New Year's Eve, they have these big boats out there having New Year's Eve parties, right? And music, sound travels on water. Well, the prison would go silent so they could hear the sounds of the music and stuff, just to listen to some music and shit. Yeah, stuff like that interests me. I thought that was fucking cool. The whole prison, everybody would just go silent. It was like the rule. We knew nobody talks, just listen.
Yeah. You get stabbed if you start making noise.
Exactly. They stab your ass. So that was very fucking cool. Yeah. Motherfucker, they playing the fiddle. Shut up. But yeah. It's very cool. Very cool stuff. Hey, have you guys have any of you guys got to do anything on your bucket list? Do you have bucket lists?
No.
I know you're all young.
I went cliff jumping one time, which was on my bucket list, actually. I jumped off a 50-foot cliff. And the day before, I'd gone to a car accident, so it was a great life choice.
So your bucket list was to be a retard. Okay, I get
it. Yep. Check it off. Check.
I started making a bucket list when I turned 30. I didn't have one until then.
You're over 30?
And I was just like I'm 30 now. I just turned 30 this year.
Okay.
And my bucket list, I didn't have one. And then I decided, like, okay, well, something's already off the list. I got the fuck out of Connecticut. I went to California. That's a thing.
Yeah.
And because I had only ever been in like areas of the Northeast, so that it's all basically the same up here. And so I started constructing one, and one of my first things is I want to set off firecrackers near enough to a politician to get arrested but not land me in federal prison. I want to drop acid on the Vegas Strip.
Oh.
And the third one is I want to publish a book, which that's probably going to happen next year. So that's basically
that's very, very capable of doing it now that anybody can publish their own fucking books now.
Publishing.
So. Yeah. What about you,
Drew? I got to deal with the same people Vernaculus is going through. So
yeah. What about you, Drew? You got a bucket list?
Yeah, 2 years ago, I got to cross one item off. I went to Ireland and went on tours of like ancient castles, and I got drunk in Dublin, which was fantastic.
Iconic.
Yeah. Their music is fucking like 2 decades old.
Yeah.
Like it's ridiculous. It like the club that I walked past, like it was the one where there's lines out the door and there's just too many people inside, fire hazard status. They were playing Eminem's greatest hits, like the real Slim Shady, and like it was 2 years ago, and everybody's just losing their mind. They're like, this is the shit. And I was like, holy shit, you guys are back in time.
You're behind, motherfucker.
Yeah. Blast from the past.
But a lot of countries are like a lot of what do I call them, Arabic countries? They're like in the 80s music and shit. I was watching a program a couple of weeks ago, and they were sitting there listening to you can dance if you want to. You can
That's a great song.
It's an awesome song. It's an awesome song. But yeah, it's pretty cool. Pretty cool. I also get to go to Australia next year. It's another bucket list item.
Are you going to PAX in Australia?
No, I'm just going. Me and my friend are going to visit some other people, and visit some people that like my shit over there. We're gonna arrive in Sydney. Then we're gonna take a train to somewhere, and we're gonna travel somewhere. I forgot.
Don't get eaten by any snakes or spiders.
Do what, huh? What?
Don't get eaten by any snakes or spiders.
Oh, they got some big and bad ones over there, man. They got all kinds of crazy fucking animals. My friend
is basically trying to kill you.
Oh yeah, the whole fucking country.
My kind of continent. No.
The whole place is just the land of death. It's kind of crazy. What did I? Oh fuck! I lost it.
I saw something about Australia yesterday, and I didn't actually verify it yet, but something was being posted about Christmas beetles. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of that.
I haven't.
Since the poles are flipped and it's summer down there in Christmas, they get these beetles that are like bright goldish green colored that show up during that time of the year, and they're attracted to Christmas lights, so they put up Christmas lights and they call them Christmas beetles, right?
That's cool. I'm looking that up.
It's like the one bug that doesn't eat people is what I was seeing yesterday.
Oh, they're quite pretty. Almost look like June bugs.
June bugs. So I got where did they go? I don't know where we. Also, a lot of times on here I share. We look to these silly ass church signs. I do this like once a week, and we've got some new ones. So here's one. If your mom doesn't know you're saved, you probably aren't. What you gonna do when he comes for you?
Bad
so ominous.
We've yeah. Okay. A Bible that's falling apart often belongs to someone who is not. So if you read your Bible, you're not crazy and messed up. You're completely sane and safe. And there's no Christians who've ever fucking done anything bad.
Hands down. Truth.
Yes. The best way to the top is down on your knees. I agree, ladies.
Also to the name of a porno.
Yeah.
Hashtag me too.
That was definitely wrote by a horny preacher. He said, "Yeah, I would ever be something I wrote." When two elephants
for the kids.
Yeah, when two elephants fight, the grass suffers. I don't know what the fuck that is. I mean,
I don't either.
Why would they be on a church sign?
They're not wrong.
Yeah.
It's political commentary, right? Like at that point, you could take two Republican senators are arguing amongst each other. Only their supporters suffer. Really, I guess.
Yeah. I guess, man, you read too much into it.
Yes, I did.
Whoever stole our AC units, keep one. It's hot where you're going.
Oh, that's good.
That's actually is kind of clever. America, the donkey and the elephant won't help. We must turn back to the lamb. Because the Lamb of God is Jesus Christ. He suffered for your sins. He died for you upon the cross, brothers and sisters. Every drop of blood was for your ass. I said for your ass. You need to get down on your knees. Get on your knees and suck the... Wait a minute. Never mind. Ooh,
I'm very good at that.
Yeah, I used to be a preacher, actually.
Oh, wow. Story time.
Good is not a quality of life. It is life itself. Dietrich Bonhoeffer.
Like pronounce that name.
Dietrich Bonhoeffer. Dietrich Bonhoeffer. Am I saying the last one right? Bonhoeffer.
Dietrich Bonhoeffer. Yeah. It's a German. Don't listen to my people. They tried to kill the Jews.
Yeah, they made a few mistakes. I heard they were good with ovens, though. Okay, we don't change God. We don't change God's message. His message changes us. Well, it did change me. It made me say "fuck you." Anyways,
except when you rewrite a testament, when you decide to do something else, when you decide to interpret it in a different way. Except for those times, then we don't change.
There's 100. Yeah, there's 100,000 different messages from one fucking sentence. It's weird. I mean, and look, here's the deal. How you gonna like read? Read the story of her. What's his name? Samson, right? The motherfucker was a psycho son of a bitch. I was on the Milwaukee Atheist show a couple of weeks ago, and they're atheist Bible study, and it's a very good show, by the way. People need to check it out. It's very good show. But they had me come on, and I read the Bible some, and I've read all this shit before, but Samson was a crazy son of a bitch. He actually like killed, I think it was 300 people because they
pulled the pillars down.
I'm not talking about that part. I'm talking about before that, because he gave them a riddle. They couldn't figure out the riddle, so he killed him. He poisoned him.
Yo, I don't remember that. I'll have to go back.
It was something about him that nobody can know. I can't even remember the fucking riddle. It wasn't even a riddle. It was, but then he also killed 10,000 people with the jawbone of a donkey.
Yeah,
because he was a bad motherfucker.
I'm gonna call shenanigans on that one. That's no.
He was pretty bad.
Legit.
It totally happened. Anyways, more signs, I think. Until we get
do that. Would you like boomerang it and it just continues to go and just take out everybody's head? I
don't know.
Got like a wicked fucking arm, like
yeah.
I hate to see Samson with a lightsaber. So they need to make Samson into the Star Wars and give him a lightsaber. He could fuck some people up, man.
There you go.
Oh god.
Okay, next sign. The fact that there is a highway to hell and only a stairway to heaven says a lot about anticipated traffic numbers.
That's pretty clever. That's actually kind of clever.
Yeah. It is clever. I will give them that.
I like that one. That's my favorite one so far.
That's pretty funny. I guess that's it. Oh, I love church signs. Some of them make me laugh. But
some are kind of funny.
Yeah, they are kind of funny. But yeah, there's some fucked up shit in the Bible, and you want to know about? Yeah, I used to preach many years ago, just for not a long period of time, because I was too much of a heathen. So, but I became I was like a youth leader for a while, wow. And one of the reasons I got out of church is because I could never. Because look, I'll just talk about. I'll mention it for sure. But when I was a little kid, I was raped by a grown man, and it always fucked with me. And so I was looking for answers, and that's one reason I got in religion, because I was looking. And then I come to find out, like, why would this? Hold up, hey, hello. Hold up, sorry. Why would this God who could stop anything? But anyways, I did this sermon one night because I've told this story before, but I'll just do it real quick. There's the richest guy in the church. I was standing there and I heard him talk about, I'm going to use the N-word, people. Nigger this, nigger that, nigger this, nigger that. And I'm like, damn, he's racist. And he was like, them motherfuckers don't belong in our church. So they asked me to do a guest spot as preaching. So my ass preached about hate. And I walked in the middle of the aisle of the church and stopped where he was sitting. And I looked at him and I said, if you've got hate in your heart, especially for someone who has, because they have a different color skin tone than you, there's no way you can enter the kingdom of heaven. Walked back to my pulpit, and I could hear the collective gasp in the church. They couldn't believe I did that. Well, afterwards, the preacher, the pastor of the church, came up to me, gave me a little money, and said, "You'll never preach in my church again."
Wow.
Yeah.
That's wow.
You can't do my what did you say, parishioners or some shit like that. And I'm like, "Fuck you, homeboy." And I started so then I went back to living the heathen life, and I was a fucking crazy
sometimes the
man.
Heathen life is just way better, honestly.
Well, not the way I was. I was trying to die. I mean, honestly,
Never mind.
No, I was really. I didn't have the guts to like pull a trigger or anything. So like one night, my buddy was here. My buddy was here the other day, and we were talking about that. He's like, I couldn't believe you did this. We was all sitting in a circle, just fucking around, drunk. You know, we was young and drunk. I popped the label on a liter of Absolute vodka. Popped the label, turned the bottle up, and when I brought it down, it was completely empty. I never brought it. I chugged a whole liter of vodka, set it on, and sat there and talked, and then I went into a seizure. and foam started coming out of my mouth, and I almost fucking died. And then there was a couple of times I had alcohol poisoning, and of course I fought all the time. I've had my eyeball popped out of my socket. The reason there's a growly throat because I was punched in my throat. My vocal cords were crushed. So there was a lot of crazy shit that happened. Not bragging about this by any means. It's what it is. What my message to all this is: go talk to somebody if you've got issues, because it does really help. Bottling, I know it sounds like, oh, it ain't gonna really do it, because I always thought talking about it wouldn't help. But honestly, when you do talk about it, it actually does feel like that you're not carrying it by yourself anymore. It feels like that you don't have all of it on you anymore. And when I finally did speak about what happened to me when I was a kid, it was like, it really was just like that. And then, I'm still not straight. I mean, look, I'm working on myself every day. I'm 40 years old. I'm still working on myself, but I haven't been in a fight in over 10 years. And I drank very rarely. And when I do, I usually drink like an adult. It's just so, yeah. I never was an alcoholic. I just drank like one.
I feel you. Like I can tell you, I can definitely attest to that. You keep talking about it because the more you talk about the shit that you've been through, because I've been through some shit myself. I ain't gonna get into it though because it's too long. But I've been through some shit myself, and the more that I talk about it, the more it's just a story of a thing that happened than something that is currently ruining my life.
Yeah. It's very
it crazy. It loses its power the more you like repeat it.
Yeah, that's so true.
Absolutely. It kind of does. And it just feels like, yeah, it does. That's a good way to say it. It really it loses its power over you. Now, and the whole thing about being triggered. So yes, of course you're going to get triggered. When I was 16, I witnessed my uncle get murdered. Seen him get stabbed in the throat and he bled to death in my mom's arms. So sometimes when I watch a movie and somebody gets their throat cut, it triggers me a little bit, right? I'm like, oh, fuck. But what I don't do is try to get the movie taken off TV and never be showed again. And all that.
Right.
And when I hear about rape, I don't say, oh, yeah, we can't make jokes. And that's one of the reasons I make rape jokes like I do, is because it shows that I've got the power it doesn't. And if you can make fun and laugh about the most tragic fucking thing ever to happen to you, then something like a late electricity bill or somebody who's pissed off at you isn't going to ruin your fucking life. So, I'm all deep this morning, man. Deep.
That's perfectly fine, dude.
Like a gay porn. I'm just deep.
I love that comparison.
It is a great comparison. Anything compared to a dick and an asshole is pretty awesome. And so, speaking of assholes, we're going to talk about the hurricane about to hit Florida. Preparations kick off in Florida as Tropical Storm Michael approaches. A state of emergency has been declared in Florida as Hurricane Michael heads towards the U.S. and is forecast to become a hurricane. So we all know what just happened over in North Carolina and shit. Pretty heavy. Mm-hmm. I hope everybody here get the fuck out your house. If it's coming towards you, go somewhere.
Leave, please.
Yeah,
I don't get people who just like, I'm gonna stay here. I'm gonna protect that. Like, what are you gonna do? Just scream at it? I don't understand.
Yeah, exactly. Like the last
one.
Just go yell at
hurricane.
Yeah, like the
you
last
can't destroy my house.
Like the last
There's some dumb motherfucker in their front yard. Go away.
I seen one house this last hurricane where they had their windows boarded up, but it said on the windows, "We're going to stay and we're going to pray."
You're just a dumbass at that point, honestly. If you're boarding up the windows, you know how bad it is.
There was a social media campaign in Florida for the last storm that hit, and it was something about, it was a joke, right? Of course, it was 100% satire joke about shooting the hurricane, right? Like if you shoot the hurricane, it'll go away. The police chief of Miami had to like put out a huge like message about don't shoot the hurricane. You can't make it go away. I can't believe I have to say this, because there were people who were legitimately ready to take shots at the tropical storm.
It's like, I think there was one like that on petition.org or something. It's like, we're gonna point our fans towards the storm and blow it away. And there's like 5,000, 2,000 people that signed. Like, it was just...
Oh my God, man.
It's all a joke, but it's just funny.
I can't believe people wanted to shoot the hurricane.
Yeah.
It's crazy, man. People will believe anything. Like, I get so tickled when I see people fall for like the Onion stories and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, you fucking moron. Go ahead.
That was on I believe the episode of my show that you came on, I think, maybe, where the Onion had published the thing about Subway. Did you see the September, the 9/11 thing that they did? Okay. So the Onion published a fake coupon for Subway that was, you could get 2 foot-long subs for $9.11. It was called September.
Oh my God.
September 11th. And then some dudes managed to get Subway to straight accept them. Like, printed out the coupon, brought them in, and was all like, so you take this, right? And then confirmed it with them like 4 times because he couldn't believe the guy was going to take it. And he took it, and him and his buddy got 2 subs for $9.11 on September 11th.
That is so fucking funny.
The ad has the two subs next to each other and a guy flying into them like an airplane. It's just blatant, and they totally took it.
That's just
amazing.
It is amazing that people believe that kind of shit, man. Wow. So 2 subs because they footlock is really cool. Oh my God. That is
I really
great,
want to sub now. I really want to
Dude, subs are awesome. So I know you guys, I don't know about Drew, but I figured the girls probably you heard about the big MMA fight over the weekend, right? Conor McGregor fought this dude named Khabib. He was a Russian Muslim guy. And Conor McGregor, who is a notorious trash talker, right? He's kind of like Muhammad Ali was. He goes in, he made fun of dude's religion. You know, he was like, that's what he was doing. He was making fun of, and he was just, basically he was putting on a show because that's what Conor McGregor does. Well, the Muslim guy beat the fuck out of him in the fight. He won. He hands down beat the shit out of him. But then he jumped the cage and jumped on one of Conor McGregor's guys, and 2 of his guys jumped in the cage and attacked Conor McGregor from behind. And then afterwards they asked why. He said, well, you can't. This is what Khabib said. You can't make fun of our religion. You can't. You shouldn't be able to. You shouldn't be allowed to. And now, okay, you could have been the victor. You could have been the winner. You could have actually looked like the good guy because Conor McGregor's an asshole, but a likable asshole, though. But now Conor McGregor looks like the fucking victim, and you're telling Americans and Irish people that they can't say anything about something. And now what do you think is going to happen? They're going to say more.
You're doing a real good job at proving that your religion is the religion of peace there.
Exactly. It's
well, just on a base level, that was a roller coaster of emotions for me as you described it. I was all like, oh yeah, fuck Conor McGregor. Oh wait, shit, no, fuck that other guy. Wow, like, you know, exactly.
But I like it. Actually, I do love Conor McGregor because I love the shit talkers. I do, and I like Conor. But I kind of thought Conor was going to lose this fight because Khabib is a beast, man. He knows how to. He's very good at what he does, but he absolutely turned anybody who was for him against him, except Muslims, I guess. But it's just crazy how that religion is like you. And I know people say, well, Christians are bad too. They always want to say that when you talk about, the Islam, they always want to bring up Christianity's bad too. Yeah, but Christians don't do this shit, man.
Yeah, Christianity calmed the fuck down a long time ago, man.
Yeah.
Like the last bad thing we had was like the abortion clinic bombings fucking 30 years ago. Like
in the
they
goddamn
calmed
80s.
the fuck down.
Yeah, that was in the 80s, man. I mean, that was like, and
we
it was
still
like,
got Muslims blowing up like stuff and driving trucks into crowds of people and shit like that. That's happening now.
Yeah, I mean, and don't get us wrong, Christianity's still fucked up. I mean, we know that. We know it's still fucked up,
Right.
but they're just more fucked up. I mean, they haven't grown up at all.
It's also that super tired argument of like, okay, it's brought up a lot by conservatives currently. Whenever Trump does something absolutely stupid, they say, well, Obama did this. Who the fuck cares? Right? Like, we're not talking about that person right now. Right.
And I was like that when Obama was president, they said, well, George W. Bush. I'm like, okay, but he's not president anymore.
Yeah.
Right.
He's not the dude that we got to talk. Yeah, I agree with you. And now, same way. Well, I don't give a fuck what Obama does. I'm caring about what Trump does, which is goddamn. Trump makes me just go, goddamn.
Yeah.
I don't understand how that happened.
I don't know what goes on in his head.
I want to know what goes on in the motherfucker's head that voted for him.
That's you.
Like, did you guys see the toilet paper?
I voted third party. Don't look at me.
Did we see the what?
Did you guys see him getting on the like just? This is completely not saying he did anything wrong, but it was fucking just so iconic. He was getting on a plane like yesterday or something like that. Then all of the news are watching him get on, and he's got a fucking like roll of toilet, like half a foot of toilet paper, fucking on his shoe as he's going. He's got that, like,
I need to find a picture.
The classic like dopey guy getting on a plane with, or not on a plane, but dopey guy walking off with toilet paper stuck to his face.
Oh my god, it's huge.
Right?
It's like looks like a full roll. Like, how did he not notice that?
Damn, that's crazy.
But like, it's fucking, he's Homer Simpson, the politician. It's so ridiculous.
Can you share a picture of it?
Yeah.
Yeah, do that for us. I'll screen share you because I want to see what you're talking about.
This is too good.
So we're going to screen share him and he's going to.
Yeah. I might even be able to.
That's a beautiful man right there, by the way. Look at him, y'all.
It takes care to get a beard like this. All right.
He's such an oopty-doopty president.
Let me hit the right button for sharing.
He looks like an old Cheeto for sure.
I want Cheetos.
I want
Cheetos and subs.
Flaming hot Cheetos, sub sandwiches, and pussy.
Same.
Oh, God.
You lesbian?
Let me get. Apparently, it's got to reload here.
It's fine.
Right, here we go. But here he goes, walking up the.
Oh, damn.
That's bad. But yeah.
Yeah.
Jesus
Let me see
Christ.
if I can just get the images here.
How do you screen
There we
share?
go. There's a screen share button on the left-hand side.
Yeah.
Oh, found it.
It's a pretty big hunk of toilet paper there for sure.
There we
Right?
go.
Like,
There
how
we
would like be so like conscious of it on my foot? Like, if there's like a tiny pebble or a tiny tack, I could feel it and it freaks me out.
I mean, and shit like it happens to all of us, but it happens to him quite often. Anyways, yeah, that's pretty funny. He's a crazy man, that's for sure. and I don't like him very much. Go ahead. What was you gonna say?
Well, somebody got fired for that, for sure. Like the fact that there's people who are supposed to, their job is to make sure he doesn't look like an absolute dumbass.
Yeah. That means you're kind of
must
fucked
be a very tough job, or they're already crap at their job because he already does. So,
right.
So this is interesting. Was Eminem behind the mysterious Empire State Building light show over the weekend? New Yorkers had plenty of questions about the unexpected and puzzling change of lights and helicopters flyovers at the Empire State Building over the weekend. While no officials have set the record, some are speculating that Eminem was reportedly shooting a new music video in the area. Okay.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah, it is pretty cool. Let me see here if I got some video here. Yeah, there we go. I'll show it. There we go. So that's what was going on right there, which is pretty cool, actually.
Yeah, they don't usually do anything special with that unless there's something going on. So
yeah,
like a holiday or event.
That cat's eyes are evil.
What?
That cat.
She's the sweetest little thing. Oh yeah, she does have demonic eyes right now.
Look at the red eyes. What the fuck?
Yeah. It's just laser beams charged.
God damn! Them things are trying to eat me. I'm scared of that cat, man. Kill it with fire.
She's
now.
Sweet. She's like a dog, honestly.
She's like a beast with red eyes. What the fuck is happening over there?
Come
over. Come. She's so sweet.
They have reflective eyes because they're nocturnal. The same thing happens with when you shine a light on a deer's eyes. It does the same fucking thing. So like when you take a picture of a cat's or put them on camera, sometimes the aperture and blah blah blah, whatever, it makes it look like that.
I was trying to be funny.
It wasn't that funny.
She was trying to educate you.
I was trying to be funny. You don't have to break down the fucking joke, man. God damn. Anyways, I'm talking about this. I got something else I want to talk about. Last night, Luna sent me 2 videos. One of them was of this girl who took a tampon out of her puss and sucked the blood.
Gross.
And apparently this is a big thing that's going on, and a lot of girls are doing it.
That's not true. It shouldn't be true if it is true.
It is true, though. You can look it up. A lot of girls are doing like this bloody tampon challenge thing. I don't know why.
Like a rite of passage for some cult or something? I don't understand.
And like some people say, oh, it's fake. Well, if you've ever seen bloody pussies, and you can see that this girl, the tampon she pulled out of her was real. It was real. You could tell. You could just tell it was fucking real, and she was. You could tell by her face. It was nasty. It's sick and disgusting. I don't know why people are doing these stupid shits like this.
Was that like the equivalent to a guy eating out a girl on her period?
Yeah, well, I wouldn't do that. And I like eating Gucci, but I ain't, I want it done. But the other video she sent me, and this was fucked up. There was these 2 dudes, and like it was like an ocean or a lake. I think it might have been a lake. One dude had a big fish, and the mouth open, and the other dude was sticking his dick in the fish mouth, and they were.
I'll take videos that I'm never going to watch for 800, Alex.
Well, I watched it, and it was. I wished I hadn't, but I was like, "What the fuck is?"
No, I'm friends with Jeff Holiday. I've seen some shit. We get like movie nights going sometimes. Well, he'll splice it like 10 minutes of the movie with 10 minutes of fucked and like that. Yeah, that's.
But my thing is like, what's happened to people? I mean,
I think people have always been doing that though. They just haven't been able to document it as well.
I was going to say the unfortunate thing is nothing different happened to them. They learned how to use social media to share.
I don't think so. I think they've gotten dumber. I actually think they've gotten dumber because of social media. Because now they can get famous for shit like this. See, back then you couldn't get famous, so nobody was doing that shit. But now they you know, and they don't understand the repercussions. They don't understand that people are gonna fucking call them sick son of a bitches and attack them. They think, we'll become famous. You know, bad publicity is good publicity. Well, it's not all the time. Sometimes bad publicity is just bad publicity.
Yeah, I would not want to
no
be
one
known
became
for that.
the next Jake Paul by fucking a fish.
Yeah, exactly.
You don't know that. You don't know that. It could happen.
And Jay Paul probably fucked a fish at one point. But
imagine you go on the rest of your life. Imagine people like find that video. It does go viral, and like your face is in it. And then later on, like you go on with your life, and like 20 years from now, you can't escape the fact that you're the fish fucker. Like,
and your kids, you know your dad's a fish fucker, right? Your dad fucked a fish. Your mom made a bloody
Does that mean you're part fish?
Yeah.
Were
you the result of the fish fucking?
It's something I've thought about before. You guys remember the old shock image tub girl?
Yep.
I don't.
Yeah. That person exists and is out there, and at least someone has been able to put the two faces together, right? And been like, holy shit,
she lucked out
you're
where
tub
she
girl.
had like, she lucked out where she had like a thing over her face and like what was going into her face, so it wasn't immediately apparent who the fuck she was. It probably took the internet a little bit to figure out who the fuck that bitch was.
4chan be like, let's get on this real quick, find out who this girl is, expose her.
It probably took them a little bit because that was pre like 4chan being a big thing.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't know about this. What you're talking about, the girl in the tub thing.
Someone show the picture. No,
no, you cannot put that on YouTube.
Right. Quick description is a girl lying on her back with her legs spread eagle over her head, and she is projectile shitting liquid diarrhea on her own face.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I do know that one.
Yeah.
We actually watched it on one of my old private shows back in the day. Yeah.
I was working tech support for an antivirus company. And there was a virus that came out for a small amount of time that was setting people's background on Windows to that image. And it was the funniest time in my life. Like 2 months of people calling going, there's this picture.
I can't get rid of it. She's pooping into her own mouth.
No, I just don't get it, man. I would rather not be known at all if I had to eat shit or something like that. Fuck that. I mean, it's just people don't understand. So I think this online atmosphere has made us retarded. I really do. I mean, think about it. Everything's got to be documented. I don't want everything documented, man. I just don't. I think some things should be private. Like, it's like if somebody has a car crash, instead of running to the car and helping people out of the fucking car, they're sitting there recording the shit. You know, it's just like, put it, like I've seen where they record kids getting beat. Put the camera down and go help the fucking kid.
One that fucked me up the most. There was a video that was going around like a couple of months back on Twitter. I think it came off of Instagram where somebody was sitting there like bullshitting on Instagram or something like that. Well, in the background, you can hear a woman screaming that she's getting raped. And this bitch is just like on like FaceTime or like that Instagram like live thing where you can invite people in to go live with you or whatever and just talking to people. Meanwhile, in the background, you hear this bitch just screaming, literally screaming, "You're raping me!" And I'm like, put the fucking phone down and call the cops. What are you doing?
Yeah. You know, exactly. It's nuts, man. You remember years back? This was a few years back. That the girl that was throwing the puppies into the river.
Mm.
They finally
see that.
Oh, dude, it was a box of puppies, and she'd take them and she'd just sling them in the fucking river, and all these boys were laughing and everybody was having fun. Well, they finally caught her. She did jail time and stuff.
Good.
Yeah, and then of course, now here's this one always brought up a debate. There was this retarded guy. They knew the guys knew him. I guess he was across the lake, and the guy jumped into the lake and he couldn't swim, and he sat there and drowned. And they recorded and they made fun of it the whole time. And they even said that motherfucker dead, Joe. That motherfucker died, Joe. And I was like, what the fuck? I mean, they sit there and recorded him drowned to death. And no, they're not obligated to help. They're not. But fuck, dude. Seriously.
You have to be like human to actually help them. Like it's just a human trait, that empathy. Like, oh, they're drowning. They're in trouble. I should help them.
Like, even if you can't physically go in there and pull that person out, call somebody. You have a cell phone. You're recording it with your phone. Like, turn the camera off. Call 911. Like, the fuck you doing?
Fuck yeah, do something. You know, and that video was disturbing, man. I honestly, when I watched it, it bothered me a lot. There's only one other video that's ever bothered me, because, you know, I've been kind of ruined by the internet. Shit don't bother me now because I've seen so much shit. But the only other time I ever got kind of bothers when I watched the Bud Dwyer suicide. Now, I don't know. You probably know about it, right, Drew?
Mm-hmm.
He was a guy.
That's the one I'm thinking.
Yeah, he was like a politician in Philadelphia or Pittsburgh or something like that.
Somewhere in Pennsylvania.
Yeah. He got in trouble for some kind of.
Yeah.
It was like
That's
a
the guy who takes the
embezzlement
gun
or
out of the
something like
envelope,
that.
right?
Yeah, out of a brown
He hands
sack.
over a couple of envelopes
Right.
with some letters, and he takes the gun out of the envelope and goes, "Nobody freak out! Like, I'm not gonna hurt anybody." He just fucking eats a bullet.
Wow.
Yeah, and the blood.
Nonchalant as fuck.
Yeah,
It breaks the
no
blood-brain
big deal,
barrier, and you just see it gushing out of his
Out of his
nose,
nose,
and obviously
yeah.
out of the open wound that's now in the roof of his mouth, and he just sinks onto the floor with just blood just gushing.
Yeah, and literally like a fucking water fountain of blood. It was like,
Oh,
It
And
was
you
so
just watch the life just drain out of him.
yeah, it was. And that
It's
actually,
graphic.
yeah, the first time I watched it, it bothered the fuck out of me. I was like, what the fuck? Why do I do this to myself? But of course, 2 days later, I was watching something else. Oh, fucking weird. Because I'm morbid as fuck. Like, have you ever listened to the tapes of Jonestown?
Oh yeah.
Yes. Oh
That
my
45-minute long recording.
It's
what?
fucked up. You never heard of Jonestown?
No.
Okay, Jim Jones was this crazy preacher who got this cult together, basically. And then where was that at? Kenya? Was it Kenya? No.
No.
Guyana.
Guyana.
Yeah, Guyana. So they move over there for, I don't remember exactly what reason. They move over there and they're building their own little city over there in these fucking fields.
I think it had
Yeah,
something to do with
Is
California.
there a Netflix thing on this? I feel like there was. Or was that the
There's a
other cult?
bunch of documentaries on
There's
Jonestown.
a shit ton. You can find them on YouTube. Shit ton of documentaries.
Yeah, there's a couple on YouTube.
I don't want to necessarily promote somebody else's shit too much, but if you're really interested in it, Last Podcast on the Left does an amazing video on it.
Okay.
Like, it's worth, or amazing listener. Like, it's like a 5-part. So it's like 6 hours of content to listen to. It's like a 5-part series on Jonestown. It's amazing, and it's done by some really cool guys.
A bunch of
so,
death
yeah.
metal bands have done songs on it. Like,
Yeah.
yeah,
Well,
if you've ever
anyway,
heard the term "drinking the Kool-Aid," that's what it's
yeah,
from.
yeah,
Oh,
exactly.
yeah.
That's what
Okay,
it
I
is.
do know what that is. Yep.
So, by the way, it wasn't even Kool-Aid. By the way, it was
Yeah, right?
No, it wasn't even Kool-Aid. Kool-Aid wasn't even that big of a thing yet.
It was
Yeah.
Flavor Aid.
Yeah, it was Flavor Aid or some shit like that. And he made him drink the poison, and then he fucking pussied out when he would drink the poison.
Yeah, and then he
and
did.
shot him.
He shot himself in the
Yeah.
fucking face. Yeah.
Yeah, and
He
So how
had
many
someone else shoot him.
but the
He
one
had a trusted advisor.
It was
shoot
like
him.
900 people or something like that.
And the thing that bothered me was like that one black woman on the tapes who was trying to talk everybody out of it, and they were all cussing at her and insult her and tell her she was a
there
traitor.
was a couple of chicks saying like, well, why do we do this? Like, why don't we just like excommunicate ourselves, like move to Russia or something like that? And we, they'll never find us. They can't extradite us or whatever. And
nope, we gotta die.
We're gonna die. I guess that's what we're gonna do. What fucked me up the most about the pictures from it, though, is the couple of dogs that you see.
Yeah,
right. And the monkey. They killed the monkey.
And the monkey.
So, they killed
the monkey.
Basically, though, he was a fucking. He was having sex with all the women, and he was making
dudes.
The dudes. Yeah, he was making. It wasn't. Didn't he like make? There was a couple where he made the husbands watch him fuck their wives.
Yep.
Probably he fathered some kids with some chicks that they were still alive, but because they were off at like a basketball retreat or something like that. When all that went down, but their mother and Jim Jones died, obviously, and their what would have been
senator. Well, then the senator guy came over to try to stop it, and they went to the airstrip and shot them. So
yep.
It's the only senator to have died while to be assassinated while in the service of the United States.
Yeah.
Still to this day, senator.
They had a hit squad essentially, like that was ready just for this exact moment when they needed to break the seal and start a war. And because of one guy, and I feel bad, I can't remember his name, but he escaped, right, and got to the Guianan government and to the embassy and managed to get on the phone and contact Jonestown's California location. And he himself, one guy, managed to stop them from all doing the suicide as well. Like they were all ready to go, and he managed to talk them out of it. So like it could have been up to 3 times worse if it wasn't for this one guy.
Yeah, that's fucking crazy, dude.
And I read the FBI papers, the FBI, because there's like 300 and something documents that are all like several pages long, but I read a few of them, and they were comparing him to Charles Manson in the way that he orchestrated things and his mythos and stuff like that. He wanted to start a race war, and like a good majority of the people that he brought into his quote unquote church were black people from the like that time in that era where they were being still very much subjugated and felt like they needed somewhere to go. So like, yeah, he kind of preyed on people that were just down and out and stuff like that, and a good majority of them ended up being black people.
Yeah, they needed a leader who was willing to lead them.
Yep. And you mentioned Manson. I've always felt it really strange how we made him heroic and how we made him like kind of.
Dude was batshit crazy. Have you ever seen any of the videotapes from any of his fucking parole hearings? He would be like nice and sane for a while, and then the last like 15 minutes or so just go off the fucking wall.
Just watch the interview that Geraldo had with him, dude. That's all you gotta do. That motherfucker was crazy. I mean, he's crazy as hell, and yet people fantasize.
Romanticize him.
Yeah, romanticize. That's the right word. Sorry. They made him something that he really wasn't, and I never understood that. I never why are you? This dude's fucking insane, man. He's a wackadoo. Now I've also listened. I also listened to the David Koresh tapes with the FBI. Now that situation was a little different. David Koresh is crazy. Don't get me wrong. He fucked up, man. A fucked up cult. But that didn't have to happen. All those people, because he was trying. Koresh was actually trying to negotiate. He was. I mean, there was some, and they were just gung ho because one of those FBI agents got shot, so they wanted to go in and kill motherfuckers. And he was like, and it was so. That's one case where, yeah, he was fucked up. He was crazy. He was fucking all the women too, but it was like that didn't have to happen. He didn't want his people to die. He didn't want them to die, but a lot of people did die because they were armed to the fucking gills.
Are those the ones that were on the compound in the compound burn?
Waco, Texas. Yeah, Waco. Yeah, they were fucking armed to the gills. They were prepared. And then there was that other
people that say like Waco like should have never happened. Like the government should have went in there and blah 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 whatever. These dudes are like ready to go. Like the government showed up and they were ready to go. Like they were ready to fight.
Yeah, but the government should have went in there.
So many guns there. I agree they didn't handle it right, but like at the same time, like as soon as the government showed up, like they started firing on the government officials that showed up. Which number one, that automatically makes you, they're gonna shoot you, and number two, like they set the fucking place on fire.
Yeah.
As soon as the government showed up, which means they were fucking insane, and that's what they were ready to do. So like,
yeah.
They're ready to die.
And this has everything to do with what we're talking about. I'm loving your cleavage this morning. Anyways, I'm just saying. There was another situation that I can't remember. You're well.
All our titties look great today.
Yeah. I got butt cleavage. Want to see it? Anyways, what was it? I'm sure you know, Drew. What was that situation? It was, I can't remember. It was a family. They were on something hill, and the government went in there, the FBI, and they killed the wife. One of the kids got killed. That situation, they actually it ended up like saying the courts did that the fucking FBI fucked up. I can't think of what
it absolutely happens. I think I know what you're talking about, but I can't remember.
It was like he wasn't like in a white supremacist, but he hung out with them, and which is bad. But I don't know what the name of that.
Ruby Ridge.
Shit. Ruby Ridge. That's it. Ruby Ridge.
Yep, that's the one.
Go ahead.
Morte in the chat said it at the exact same time the Anatomy said it. Yeah, it was Ruby Ridge.
That was a fucked up situation.
Yeah.
I can't remember how it actually got started. There was FBI agents on there, and one of them ran in with a gun, and the kid or someone shot one of them, and then the FBI went fucking insane.
An 11-day siege.
Yeah, it was like 11 days, man. And,
this was back in '92. Holy shit.
Yeah, it wasn't that long ago. It wasn't that long ago. But now it actually kind of was that long ago. But
let's see.
It's crazy, man. I grew up in the '90s. It feels weird to say it was so long ago. Dude, I have finally hit the point now to where my music is considered classic, and I'm like, whoa, that means I'm old.
There are people out there that are looking at music that I grew up with in high school and are like, why didn't we grow up during this time? And I'm like, because you didn't want to. Trust me. Growing up to fucking Simple Plan.
We did have better. I think we had better music. I do. The music today is weird, man. I don't get it. Most of it. I mean, like
I'll listen to the radio and hear. I'll listen to the radio recently, and I'll hear like 4 different songs and not know that they're 4 different songs.
And that's in every fucking genre, dude. It's like I like country music, right? Every one of them sounds the same now. See, one of the reasons I like classic country is because classic country was always kind of bluesy. And it was badass. They all had stories about killing people and getting drunk and fights. And it was a great storytelling music. Even if you don't like it, that's fine. But it was different. It all sounded different. Now it's all the same thing. My truck, my dog, and my blue jeans.
Right.
Every song.
It's like a what is it? Florida Georgia line or whatever. The fucking Nickelback
county line or something like that. Yeah,
fucking Nickelback of country music. This fucking
exactly. That's a good fucking way to put that. Dude.
Oh, Nickelback.
And then you got rock. I don't even know if you got rock music anymore. Is there rock music out there?
I haven't heard really like new rock, to be honest.
Kinda.
But it's like punk and it's disgusting.
When I go to listen to like new rock stations on radios and things like that, the stuff isn't rock. Some of it's not bad. There's that new song, something about you should see me with a crown. That song's dope as fuck, but that's not rock, and it plays on rock music.
Billie Eilish. Yeah, Billie Eilish.
Yeah, Billie Eilish. Right, yeah. That song's fucking awesome, but that's not new rock. Like,
no, yeah, it's not. It's like electronica almost, but like a different type. I don't know.
It's weird, man, and I don't get it. I think all these young people need to die.
Okay, wait a second, man. Some of us had good taste. I don't listen to rap nowadays. Listen to because I like rap with a narrative, so I listen to like Slick Rick a lot, and just listen to rap today. It's just
it sucks.
No,
it's like when you had it's like this recent rivalry, the feud that happened. People were like, "Oh, Machine Gun Kelly's gonna hang with Eminem." Are you fucking serious? Do you think it's gonna hang with the goat? I mean, he's the fucking goat.
A lot of Eminem's music hasn't been good lately, in my opinion. Just
what you know?
It's not too bad.
It's I like his older stuff.
When it came to rap music, like I grew up, like I'm 30. I grew up primarily in the 90s, so I had like 90s rap music to contend with. I remember when Eminem was coming up, and everybody was like, "Oh, he's just trying to be black" and stuff like that. And like he did have to deal with the whole like white boy and this.
Well, yeah, and that's the reason it pisses me off when these little white rappers want to insult him. You're only here because of him.
Yeah, like Vanilla Ice tried and he fucking failed. Eminem was the only one that could do it. The fuck?
Yeah.
And then after that we had like Chinese rappers, and now we've got fucking Post Malone, who's a Jew. Like, come on. Like so like
the worst thing that ever happened to the world is mumble rap.
Yeah, oh god. I don't even consider this a genre. I consider this like a bunch of kids got onto SoundCloud after doing like way too much lean and decided that they could rap.
Yeah.
Eminem did a song.
The first time I ever heard it, it was this song that kept saying that he was different. Like, I'm different. Yeah, I'm different. That's all it was. Like, over and over and over again. And I'm like, yeah, but the lyrics are, what the fuck are you saying?
Yeah, and on the new Kamikaze. Now, you said Eminem's music lately, but the Kamikaze album is awesome. I mean, it really is. He made a new album that's fucking great. And on that album, he's got a song where he makes fun of Gucci Gang. He's like, what did he say? Finger bang, put it in tank, Gucci Gang. he's making fun of Gucci Gang, and it's really funny.
There was one song that Eminem did recently. I can't remember the name. It might have started with a C. He like made fun of the flow of rappers nowadays and like switched it up, changed his cadence, and just I can't. I have to look it up now. Let me see.
If you talking about
It's like sounds like a disease.
Are you talking about just recently?
Yeah, it was recently. Like
was it Lucky You? Are you?
No.
It wasn't Lucky You. Was it
Maybe it wasn't.
I don't know. He's got his new album Kamikaze. He's got some great music on it. It really is. And he also did the soundtrack.
Oh, it was Kiora Septic. That's what it was.
Oh, okay.
Or Chloroseptic. Yep.
Okay. He also did the new soundtrack to Venom, the movie Venom.
That made me kind of laugh, to be honest. I haven't seen Venom yet, so I don't really know. But
featuring Fresher, whoever that is.
I haven't seen it. Don't really have a lot of interest to see it, actually. Okay, we're now in the second hour, and as always, I like to promote the Patreon. We're still trying to get to that $1,000 a month. Once we get to the $1,000 a month, we're going to do the 24-hour show. They got a lot of people that I've already agreed to come on the 24-hour show. It's going to be pretty awesome. So if there's a $3 above post show where I do post shows now after the show. And unfortunately today I cannot do a post show. Sorry guys. Got some shit going on and I can't do it. But tomorrow we definitely will do a post show tomorrow. Definitely. But $3 above gets the post show. $1 above gets Discord, and there's other stuff. We got new stuff coming too. I'm going to be having a poker night with Patreons where we go online, play poker and stuff. It's going to be fun. And a bunch of other stuff is coming soon. So help us get there. Also, if you tip to the show, $50 is the stream go. Help us get there, and I will masturbate on the top of Donald Trump's head.
Heck yeah, bro.
Yeah, well, but yeah, it's a good deal. Now, moving on. Let's talk about lesbians. I'm joking.
They're pretty cool.
Lesbians are awesome, dude. I wish I had lesbians in my room right now. I would watch them do things.
What if they just want to hang out with you? It's the pause. It's not what I want them for.
It's not what I want. Anyways, salmon farmers are scanning fish faces to fight killer ice. Not even fish will be able to escape the onslaught of facial recognition cameras. Millions of Atlantic salmon could have their faces stored in digital databases to track their health and signal out those posing threats to their main surroundings. So they're gonna do facial recognition of salmon. Salmon. I say salmon. But yeah, salmon. I'm country, motherfucker. Shut up. It's salmon. But yeah, that's just a little different, man. Yeah, here's the image that they got here is fucking funny. I want to share this right quick. Okay, here it just looks. I don't know why when I've seen this I laughed.
She's like,
that fish don't look happy. That's an unhappy fish right there. But anyways, well they got video.
I need you to cross-reference it with the FBI database. Enhance that image for me. We're gonna get him.
We're gonna get him.
Oh my God! It's Jason Bourne. No, sorry, not quite.
Salmon Bourne. The outlaw fish. Oh, that would be a funny fucking movie.
Fish with a gun.
Got a bunch of
I need revenge for my brother being fucked in the face by that one dude. Comes full circle.
Oh, yeah, that'd be funny. And then there's some bitch on the fish bank eating their tampon and gets shot in the head. Oh, that's crazy. So, some people struggled with the accents in the new Doctor Who. Yeah, people couldn't understand a lot of the actors in the new Doctor Who because I guess they're too fucking foreign for my
Yorkshire accent or something. I don't know what that sounds like. Yeah.
And a lot of people are not liking the female Doctor Who. I'm not a Doctor Who fan, so I don't really give a wet shit.
Same.
But I know some people are saying, well, you know, of course they could be a female Doctor Who because of time travel and all that. And then some people are like, well, yeah, but this back in the day they said this and couldn't do it. I'm like, fuck, y'all really just watch it.
But I mean, so I've totally experienced the accent that they're talking about, and I get what some people are saying. It's like in the South. I've got some really close friends that are basically a second family to me from Louisiana, and the grandfather of that family, he don't talk like we gotta get down to hit it, and you get out get the wood and chop it. Like just. And that's just how he speaks, right? And it's totally, there's accents like that in Britain where it's just like, where did that guy come from? And what the fuck did he just say?
It's so funny how accents just develop.
Yeah. I've got a weird accent. Most people from Mississippi don't sound like I do. I actually was like, okay, I had this white country ass family, right? But then I was raised around a bunch of black folks, and all my friends were black for so long. So I kind of adapted the black Southern accent and the white Southern accent mixed together, and you got what I got, whatever the fuck this is.
A mulatto Southern accent.
Yeah, I got this really weird and
high yellow Southern accent.
High yellow, baby. And I got this very swaggish accent. I got a lot of swag. And
like I'm from Boston, but I don't have really an accent. I like make sure I don't, because it. Yeah, I don't like the Boston accent. Yeah, it was like bass. Like I don't like the drawing out of the A. Just does not
the
sound.
hard R. What is it? The R.
No, there's no R. It's like a
no R.
stupid.
Yeah, no. Ka.
Yeah, Ka.
Yeah, they dropped the R's. They dropped the R. Yeah, that's right.
I just say one of my.
Oh, go ahead. You go. No, you.
One of my favorite accents is for sure the Maine accent. When you're going way up there, you know.
Yeah.
I just fucking love that shit.
Like you're about to tell. They always sound like they're gonna tell a story about a murder on the ocean.
Yeah.
Deep in the woods in my cabin. There was
that was
at the door.
There was a big fish who got fucked in the mouth.
So sad.
So sad.
I'm gonna grab some coffee. I'll be right back.
Oh my god, that's funny. He's gonna grab some coffee. He'll be right back.
I want food so bad. Like all this food. Like this. Now I want fish. I want salmon. I want a sub. What else do we talk about? I don't even know.
You go. What the hell? Your cats are fucking crazy, dude.
Are they fat? Oh yeah, she's like fat ass. She's just laying.
She's like, don't give a fuck, man. She's like, I don't give a shit. Look at my puss. I don't care. That's like my dog. My dog Diesel. He's a big ass fucking pit. He's got the biggest sack of balls I've ever seen in my life. And he'll just set them on your and he'll just set them on your foot, and he'll just walk over and just set his balls right on your foot and just look at you like, "Yep, I did it."
I just did that.
Like, what are you gonna do about it? Do what now? Look at them, both of them.
They do look demonic on my.
She is a fat cat, though. Good lord.
She's Siamese. She's supposed to be nice and skinny, but she's not.
Damn,
fat as hell.
She's ate up watermelon.
Everybody thinks she's pregnant.
She does kind of look pregnant. She's very huge. That's good though.
Compared to her sister.
The other one's like, this fat bitch won't let me eat.
Does eat all her food, so that's not wrong.
I was like, we got this little white dog. Her name's Rosie. She's a little mixed rescue. And Diesel is so jealous and so selfish. Diesel, my pet's a very smart dog, but he's selfish as fuck. Like, he'll hear my mom feed her, so he'll run in there and grab her food and run off.
That's what this one does.
Yeah, he's a fucking food thief, man. But yeah, he'll set his balls right on your foot and dare you to say something. The other day, I was sitting there barefoot, right, and on the computer, and I felt something on my foot, and I looked over, and he had his nuts on my foot, just looking at me. What you gonna do about it? I can bite your fucking face off, you know. But he looks like a beast. I always tell people, hey, he looks like Tarzan, but acts like Jane. And yeah, he's a beastly looking motherfucker, but he's so gentle with people. Not
other
with
dogs.
Other dogs. He's not real happy with. Now he loves Rosie, my little white dog I was saying about. He loves her. They'll sit there and play and wrestle. But like another male dog comes around, he's very alpha male.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's very alpha male, you know. So he'll let you know, let the other dog know real quick. Bitch, this is my joint. These are my people. You ever looked at your animal and wonder what the fuck they were thinking about you? Like, does he really like me or not?
My cats like because they don't leave me alone. It's like the other one that's sleeping. She just runs. She breaks. I don't know how, but she can open doors. So she'll just open the bathroom door and just like roll around at my feet and meow. And I'm like, can I have some privacy while I'm trying to take a shit? Like, is that a thing? But just
I don't come and stare at you when you're taking a shit. Look at
Diesel doesn't say he'll bust the door open so then look at your shit. And I'm like, come on, fella.
Woke up this morning, she just hovered over me, just purring, and I'm like, all right, cool.
I'm not a cat fan though. I almost killed a cat by accident one time in a dryer.
Oh.
It was my ex-wife's cat, and we were, I was still married to her, and I've told this story before, but I went in there to threw the clothes. Well, there was clothes already in there in the dryer, but I grabbed what was left in the washer. It was a few pieces, and I threw it in the dryer, and I slammed the door and turned it on, and went in there, and I was washing dishes, and I heard. And I was thinking, is there shoes in that fucking thing? As I kept washing it, and I heard what the fuck is that? Right there, I opened the door, and the smell of cat shit hit me. Whoa! And the cat got out. It didn't kill the cat. Yeah, but afterwards, cats are graceful. This motherfucker will be standing on the windowsill and just fall
off. He got to.
I definitely fucked him up. He'd be looking at you like, oh
God.
Poor brain damaged little thing.
Yeah, fuck that.
I love cats and dogs. They're both great.
I love dogs. I don't hate cats. I don't own them because they're
a lot of people don't trust them.
They're untrustworthy. I mean, they'll sit there and look at you and push a glass off the counter.
That's true. They've done that before.
Like, do something, bitch. I'm like, fucking cat.
They don't give a fuck. They don't.
Shit, man. But that's cool in a way that they got that, that fucking badass attitude. Because dogs are like, I want you to love me. I want you to love me. Cats are like, you're gonna love me. I'm like, what the fuck? Shit, man.
Guess I don't have a choice.
Yeah.
Until such time as I've decided that you shall not love me anymore. And then if you try to love me, you're a dead man.
Exactly. Here we go. Oh, shit. Wrong thing. Former first daughter, Barbara Pierce Bush, got married over the weekend.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
She's watching. She probably is.
I'm going to share this picture. Yeah, she's definitely watching this fucking show. Here is the picture. Look, and I'm looking at George W. and I'm like, oh yeah, he was such a fucked up president. But I wished I had him now over Trump.
Honestly, yeah. The lesser of two evils.
I mean,
George W. was just kind of a goofy fuck.
Exactly.
And all the shit that happened, like, that wasn't him. He was just there because he was a Bush. He wasn't smart enough to actually do any of that shit. It was everybody else behind him that was doing all this stuff. He's just an adorable old man now that just wants to paint and sit on his ranch and left alone.
And he's a good painter.
He's all right.
He was a godsend to comedians during the time because no one had to make up anything, right? Like he came on, gave an address, everyone laughed. Everyone laughed about it for weeks. It would get redone until it was over.
Now, unfortunately, comedians are too busy virtue signaling to actually get like some good jokes about Trump out.
Exactly.
I mean,
much of a good thing.
At least here's what I've said it several times on here. To me, Bush was a fuck up, but at least he acted presidential. There is nothing presidential about Trump. I mean, Trump calls out fucking trash talkers in an audience. You're supposed to be better than that. You're the fucking leader of the free world. You're not supposed to act like everybody else, every other dumbass. I don't know. It just pisses me off.
I just think of it as a really long, extended season of Celebrity Apprentice.
Right?
Yeah.
It isn't real life. I refuse to admit that it's real life. What timeline are we living in?
And the only people to lose their jobs are the American citizens.
A New York State limo crash is one of the U.S. deadliest transportation disasters, officials say. The limousine crash in New York was the deadliest U.S. transportation disaster since 2009. Officials from the National Transportation Safety Board confirmed the crash, which left 20 dead, occurred after the limo driver failed to stop at an intersection Initial reports also said that the limo was carrying members of a wedding party, but family of the victims say the vehicle was actually headed to a birthday celebration. 20 fucking people died.
That's so sad.
Damn.
But I'm gonna tell you what though, the families and the survivors are gonna get a whole lot of money for that.
Oh yeah.
Because he fucked up and ran a stop sign basically. And yeah, that is fucked up though. I never really thought about like the
Did the driver die?
I don't know. It doesn't say he did. But
Probably.
I mean, I'm sure he was just a driver though, not the owner of the company.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I never really thought about that kind of stuff, like the deadliest transportation death. I've never thought about that. I've thought about air, between air, flight, and automobile, but never like that. Apparently, this is a deadly one since 2009. 20.
What was the... Well, it wasn't the biggest one. It's the most deadly since 2009, or has
since
it?
2009, that's what I said.
What was the 2009 one then?
I have no idea.
Hmm.
It's really fucked up being on the highway and driving by and seeing that fucking car crash and seeing somebody with a white sheet over them laying on the side of the road. It always gets me, just especially when it's a little sheet. I mean, just a kid, and because kids' deaths always bother me more.
Yeah.
There was a red line train in 2009 that crashed.
Oh.
That's
what it
so
was.
Far. Yeah.
How many people?
What
died?
red line?
That one only says. Let's see. Let's say 9 passed away.
Oh man.
Yeah. There was 9 people on a red line train.
I don't think that would be the one they're talking about, though.
The DC Metro.
Yeah.
Kills 9. Damn. 2009. Huh. I'm learning lots of new things about cults and crashes and terrible videos. I'm feeling very educated. Feeling very cultured.
That's what we do here, man. We change the world one person at a time.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate y'all.
You're welcome. It's me. It's not none of them. It's me. 9 tweets about autocorrect that are way too real. Okay, let's read these. These are people who tweet about autocorrect, bitching about autocorrect, which autocorrect will fuck you up, man. It will really make you.
I'm a noob. What is autocorrect?
Like on the phone when you type something and it doesn't.
Oh, autocorrect. Gotcha.
Yeah, autocorrect. Yeah.
I heard you correctly.
It's your accent. Sound like you were saying autocray.
No, it's just because y'all stupid and can't understand the fucking English.
All right.
Duck. Yeah, why does it keep autocorrect? I always might just do fucking and it does ducking and it's annoying.
Yeah. Okay. This guy says, this is Ross Matthews. Says, dear autocorrect, I never ever mean ducking. Ross, you said, so autocorrect just tried to change the name of one of my authors to asshole, so I would have begun in my email, hey asshole, look me up.
Hey asshole.
Brian, could you turn off the flashlight from my old phone? The flashlight? That's pretty funny. I don't know what all this shit is. What is this?
Fucking moth.
What is Jay? What is he doing?
Lamp.
What did he say about eyes?
Yeah. I don't remember.
Something about it's the world's not real because our eyes aren't real or some shit.
Oh yeah.
Oh. Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. Oh my god. This thing's went crazy for some
reason.
Lamp.
Why is the moth thing a meme? I don't understand.
It's such a funny meme. I don't even care. It's just great. It's so simple.
Sometimes a meme comes along and you just have to accept it.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm going to IKEA. You want anything? Lamp. Just lamp. Lamp.
At least it's something kind of original. Like the Haram. Remember the Harambe fucking memes? This shit drove me fucking crazy.
It went on for way too long.
Way too fucking long, dude.
It's like people still trying to play the game in 2018. I'm like, guys, it's been 10 years. Come on.
Exactly.
Oh my god! I just lost the game. Sorry.
The game ended in 2009 when Hot Topic sold the game T-shirts.
Really?
I think that was right about the same time. Yeah, they did. I think that was right about the same time where 4chan, a user went, and if this post ends in epic trips and the game is ended forever, none of us have to play ever again, and it actually did. So it's like, well, they're the ones that started it, so.
Right.
I remember doing that all the time. Oh, I just lost the game. So
right.
Stupid.
Yeah. So anyways, I think what we're going to do, it's 11:30, so we'll go ahead and start fucking with the chat a little bit now. It's been a great show, by the way. You guys have been awesome today. If you got questions, chat room, we're still gonna randomly talk here, but if you got questions, we will answer your questions if they're not completely retarded. I may end the show a little bit early. I'm not sure yet. Probably about 10 minutes early. Luna says she's sorry, Soda. I don't know why she's sorry. See, I want to get Luna and Soda together and have sex because I like dark girls, right? Everybody knows that. And you're both dark girls, and put you together.
Luna's dark?
Yeah, Luna's black, man.
I didn't know
Can't
that.
tell. She's usually sitting in a dark room with like really pale light on her, so.
Is she light
and she's
skin,
fucking
like
hot. Yeah, she's mocha.
Hey, light skin.
I like the mocha chicks, man. They make my penis wiggle. My penis adjusts every time I see a black girl.
Could you poke Chubby Cat's belly? Yeah, I got you.
Poke Chubby Cat's belly.
Cat's like, what the fuck?
That's a weird fucking request. Could you poke the Chubby Cat for me?
Well, the internet does love cats, so.
Yeah, what is the obsession with that, man? That's crazy. Let me check the tip machine, see if we got any tips during the show today. Let's check, shall we? We did get a $15 tip from Bird Flu.
Thanks,
Bird Flu, you a badass.
Yeah, he said on a man-made lake, there's a sheet of thin ice where unskilled skaters cut figure eights twice. GZA.
I like that.
Working on your mixtape, bro? What?
And we also got on Streamlabs, we got $1 tip on Streamlabs. Well, actually, we got $2 tips on Streamlabs from the same dude, PB. He donated $1 and said dick butt. And then he gave another $1 and said country music is just farm emo. Fight me.
Farm emo
is my favorite. Yeah.
Thanks, PB.
Dick butt was also a quality meme back in the day.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, I got a dick butt on my fridge. That might be why he mentioned dick butt, because it's on my fucking fridge.
I got a dick in my butt right now.
I mean,
don't we all?
I ain't gonna kink shame.
I'm not gonna. Don't shame my kink.
Just stream high and just stream with like a.
I also hate people saying that. Like when I said, like I've said, seen things. I was like, that's fucking weird. Don't kink shame, bro. Fuck you. That's weird. Thank you.
Yo, I used to have a FetLife account, and I've seen some shit. All right, I'm a kink shame.
Yeah,
I see another dude in a diaper. I swear to fucking God.
That just scares me.
I will definitely kink shame a motherfucker. I seen one where this like 50-year-old dude in a diaper holding a pacifier in his mouth, and this woman up there playing.
Will you be my mom?
Yeah, what the fuck is wrong with these people?
No.
Have y'all ever seen that post where it's a dude in a diaper and it was a Twitter DM and a dude in a diaper and he's like, I usually don't like niggers, but I could you be my mommy? Because it was sent to this black girl. Oh,
Wow.
All right.
Then my friend sent it to me, and I was like, "Yeah."
Jesus,
Hands down. No questions asked. I will be
Generous.
your mother.
Let's see. That's pretty funny. I want to look at something right quick. Go ahead. Y'all can talk amongst yourselves.
Normally I'm pretty left wing. I'm pretty liberal, but I look at that kind of shit and I just go, degeneracy.
Burn the heretics. Do you guys ever get the response to any kink shaming conversation where someone immediately yells, "Kink shaming is my kink"?
Yeah, that's pretty.
I've seen that.
Yeah,
that's pretty good. Yeah. So we've got the 17 donated. So we need $33 to finish the stream go today.
Let's make it happen, guys. We hit 50. I'll show my boobs. Just no, I won't. But let's make it happen anyways.
26 people watching the stream right now. Only 10 likes. A little weird on the math there.
Yeah, because they're faggots.
11 likes.
I'm about to say, like, one of them is me. Like, as soon as it went up, I was like, here we go.
Do any of your cats get annoyed by the fart noise? They're just looking at me. They're like, what the fuck is she doing?
Beyond thought.
All women are queens. If she breathes, she's on thought.
Every time I see that video, I lose it. It's just...
I swear I'm not a thought. It's just an act, guys. Just an act.
I like thoughts, man.
I think I'm too old to be a thought.
I don't think you're ever too old to be a thought. I feel like there are like cougar thoughts out there, like 50-year-old women who are just like thoughting it up, you know?
Thoughting it up.
Yep, that's gonna be
motherfuckers old women got walkers walking around thought it. What's that, baby? You want some of that pussy?
Exactly. Let's hit the club. Let's thought it up, bro.
Let's go see Skrillex.
Skrillex.
All right.
Anna's face. She's not pleased with this conversation.
What's the best meme of this year? I don't fucking know.
I'm gonna say, oh no thanks. I was gonna say moth and lamp for sure. To me, they're so simple. It doesn't have it. Almost never has a political bend. It never does anything that makes me like, you know what, fuck this meme. It's always just all like, all right, I get it, and I can scroll past it and feel okay.
I think mine isn't quite a meme, but the trend of TikToks, just ironic TikToks. It's like musically with the, I don't know how to explain it. Where people just lip sync to stuff and people just make fun of it. Some of the stuff that comes out of that is hilarious. Sit there watching.
I definitely did have to laugh to a bunch of videos of people making fun of the good girls like bad guys TikToks.
Yeah, that's the one. That's the one. Why do good girls like bad guys? It's just so stupid.
It's just the most fedora nerd weirdos that are all like, check out how bad guy I am.
Oh, I'm a nerd. Then, I'm a bad dude. Put on a leather jacket.
You couldn't bad boy your way out of a wet paper bag, you piece of shit.
Somebody pulls a knife on you, you're gonna cry. Stop.
Yeah. Don't y'all, man. Hey, look, even wimps need love, man. Come on. Quit being mean to the wimpy people.
Fuck that.
Fuck them motherfuckers.
Furries and bronies need to be culled. I wholeheartedly agree with that.
Friendship is magic, guys.
Bronies freak me out. I actually got a friend.
It's a little strange.
Go ahead.
It's a little strange. I mean, like, I watch fucking cartoons every once in a while. Like, I'll sit down and like grind through a series of something and be like, "Oh, that was a cool cartoon," and then I give it up. Right? Like, I'm not like gonna go fucking change all of the decor in my house.
I want to sexualize the animal characters in that cartoon that I just watched. Damn straight.
See, I was a fan of the My Little Pony Friendship is Magic when it first came out.
Yeah, it was cute. It was...
By about season 2, though, I started noticing the fandom going astray. And it just got to be to a point. We told you guys no clopping. We told you guys to do not masturbate to these ponies. Do not masturbate to these ponies. And then you did. And then you ruined it for everybody. What the fuck, guys?
Right.
Can't even be a fan of the show anymore because everybody assumes you masturbate to ponies now.
Yeah, fandoms often ruin their shows just constantly, or their games, like Undertale. Undertale is such a great game, and then the fandom just
complete
ruined it for you.
Yeah,
the fan fictions, Jesus.
I like the ironic fan fictions though, where they're written like badly and cringy on purpose.
Those are the best.
Those are good.
You're right.
Have you heard of My Immortal, the Harry Potter fan fiction?
Oh, that one's a classic. That one's from like 15 years ago. It's so good.
Yeah.
But then you have the ones who think they're good and it really sucks. And those are the funny ones. Yeah. He sucked the fuck out of that vapor. Oh, you did. Somebody did.
I'm the only one not smoking. I feel left out. I don't.
Get you some crack.
You got any crack?
I totally get the idea of fandoms, right? And like, you know, collecting things that, you know, memorabilia and stuff like that. But when you start taking the fandom to a point of, I don't know, just I don't think I could like my deal is Fallout, right? Like the video game.
Yeah.
I am a huge collector of memorabilia and stuff. I don't think I could sexualize the game in a way that it would, you know, become like a kink of mine or something like that.
I mean, come on, those Gamora strippers, dude. Like, not even.
There's porn. You can make porn out of anything.
Oh yeah.
Rule 34 showed us that.
They've done it to Fallout.
Right.
I've seen it. It's not that great.
But I'm not gonna like.
Not a fan.
Yeah, I am in no way gonna go get my dog meat fucking plush and go have sex with it. Like that just I don't. Yeah, it's a little weird.
A little.
The worst fandom is the Homestuck fandom.
That's
my God.
What is this?
Homestuck.
Oh.
Or Steven Universe. Well, Steven Universe.
I was doing the anime convention scene when Homestuck became a thing. And it just infected every, like, there was just people, just gray people with horns as far as the eye could fucking see.
Yeah.
And I had no idea what any of it was. And I looked it up and it was back in, like, the beginning of it when it was still, like, MS Paint art. And I'm like, you people are fucking retarded. Like, I don't, like, you're just really, really excited about something I could make in, like, 5 minutes on Paint.
It was an interesting story, but, like, then the fandom they just make it weird.
I never got into it just because of the fandom.
Yeah, fandoms ruin stuff. I'm trying to think of one fandom that I think. Yeah, I couldn't get into Steven Universe because of the fandom.
Same thing.
I couldn't get into the show.
Oh, dude, they're crazy. Go ahead.
I was at the moment when I realized shit, I'm getting so old that I'm missing out on things. Is I went to a Comic-Con and everyone was dressed in Homestuck stuff, and I'm like, what the fuck is this? Like, what the fuck is going on?
I'm over here trying to dress up as like old anime characters and like video game characters from a while back and stuff like that, and just gray people. There's a sea of gray people.
Yeah, just gray face paint, orange horns. That's your costume. It's my OC.
I was dressed up as one of the aliens from Sesame Street, the ones that go yip 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 yip. Giant costume of that, and that was also really cool. Like there was all sorts of people who there were people who were coming up to like yell at people that are like, what is he dressed as? They're like, you motherfucker, that's from my childhood.
See, I'm not into this shit. I'll be honest with you. So I don't know nothing of what y'all talking about mainly, but I'm just listening. Half this shit just went over my head because I don't know half these games and shows and animes, and I don't know what this shit is.
Entertainment.
Cool. It's
Lifeblood.
cool. Yeah. I'm about to start gaming some on Twitch. So.
Oh, cool.
I'm gonna play rape games.
That's cool.
Yeah, all the games I play has to have rape in it, or I'm not gonna play it.
And then Pimpmonk's Twitch career ended before it ever began.
The stream just cuts off. You
Hell
can
no.
you can play GTA. There you go.
I actually have GTA.
I think you
have
actually
no
can
computer.
play that.
Yeah.
I think you can.
Can you? I didn't know if you could or couldn't. Let's play Jackbox games.
Oh,
Those are
those are actually super fun. Yeah. Doing those on stream with your audience is super fun.
Yeah. What's
I'm waiting for Jackbox 5. I want that
Jack.
real bad.
Why does it sound like a restaurant though, Jackbox?
Because there's
Jack
Jack
in the
in the box.
Right.
I'm hungry again.
Yeah, we're about to go. Well, you're gonna eat here in a minute because we're about to go in about 5 minutes. So I'm gonna end 10
Nah,
minutes.
I'm broke. I'm gonna have to stream for some money.
Yeah,
So I
me
can
too.
buy
That's
myself
what
a
I'm
sandwich.
doing right now. They need a tip. I got a $50 stream go. We need $33 to finish that go. So do it now, or the black girl dies.
No, I always die first in the movies.
Can't break tradition, man. I mean, fuck, y'all got Black Panther now. Be happy.
Wakanda forever.
That's a good movie, though. I actually liked it.
It was really good. Wakanda. It was overhyped though, like so overhyped by the black community.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, and then people are like trying to inculcate it into our culture, and I'm like, it's a movie, it's a Marvel movie, like this isn't real. Wakanda isn't a place. Calm down. Gosh.
They're trying to make it this big thing.
Yeah.
Like some sort of like Black Power movement via a film. Like, dude, it's about a black superhero. They just happen to make the movie about the guy. It's fine.
Yeah.
Like there was this picture on Twitter of like one of the actresses, and they're like, "Oh, look her representing Wakanda," and it's like, "What about just normal Africa? Just Wakanda doesn't exist."
Wakanda don't want none.
Lamort's a superhero movie that go away. No, they don't. They're great.
I'm glad that it did well, because I was actually super worried about the movie because Black Panther's a fucking terrible character in the comic books. Like, it's so boring. Like, I've never been a big fan of that character. Same with Vision. Same with a lot of other characters that they've been bringing out. I've been like, these are all trash characters.
They make them interesting in the movies somehow.
Exactly.
Yeah, they're really reviving their.
Like, Guardians of the Galaxy was a trash series forever and ever and ever, in my opinion. But then they managed to do something really well with the movie. So.
Yeah, because it wasn't mainstream at all, like Guardians, and they just brought it out to the mainstream.
The movies are awesome, though. I love those movies, man.
I wonder what they're gonna resurrect next in the comics. Like, what your superhero is Marvel gonna bring?
Well, they got Captain Marvel now. So.
Well, she's not really that obscure.
No, she's hot though. It don't matter whatever. She's hot.
As long as they're hot, they're good.
As long as they're hot, it's an excellent movie. Excellent movie. So I guess I fucked my leg. Sorry. Yeah, like I said, we're gonna end this like 10 minutes early today. It's been a very good show today, actually. I like this panel. Yeah, man, I like this panel today. It's really, really good. You guys are awesome, and hot chicks are always making me happy. Thank you, girls, for really showing me your tits in private. That's just my thought. You too, Drew. Don't leave you out.
Yep. Well, yeah. I wouldn't expect anything less.
Yeah. No, I don't want them to show you. I want you to show me your tits.
No, that's what I'm. Yes, I'm agreeing. I was there for the joke.
Let's make that perfectly clear. You know?
We were all there for the joke.
Yeah.
Oh man, I'm stupid.
This is a great way to end the stream.
It is.
Show us your tits, Drew. Show up.
Show me your dad.
tits. I tell you what, Drew, I'll show you my tits if somebody gives me a $33 tip right now. $30 tip, and I'll show my tits.
I mean, come on, they're bigger than mine.
Not really. I mean, I have chunky, little chubby fat, but I've never had the big man tits like most fat guys. Don't have them. I mean, they're a little bit there, but not what you expect anyway.
Right.
But I'm happy with them. I love my breasts.
You should just pop in some watermelons or cantaloupes and just pretend you're like Zoe Berger, throwback to 2016, and just twerk for donations.
There you go.
I already twerk for donations.
What? I haven't seen this.
I think I did one time twerk, actually. I know I humped a damn puppet one night.
What?
Yeah, I did do that. Dry humped a puppet. Sure did. Anyways, guys, it's been an excellent show. Thank you guys for joining me. It was fun to have y'all here.
Thank you.
A bunch of great conversation. Yeah. And thank you, chat room, for watching. I appreciate you. Sorry that there's no post show today. I'll try and make it up to you tomorrow. See you guys. Whoop, we gotta find my thing. Oh my god, I can't find my thing. Oh, there it is. I'm so professional. Anyways, remember, keep the wood.